Welcome back to our Married Life U chats. I hope you guys are having a great fall. My Christmas tree is about to go up, believe it or not. Anyway,
Pray for me.
We have a great topic that both of us are very excited about, and I'm going to let Rick kick it off for us.
So what we're going to talk about this week is supporting each other's dreams, supporting your spouse as you both pursue what you feel like you were created or put here to do.
Yeah.
Now, one of the kind of, I don't know, misnomers, or maybe you guys all probably realize this is not true, is marriage is not always 50-50. We always think that, it's going to be 50-50. There's some times where it's 60-40, 70-30, 90-10. I mean, there's just life circumstances
Based
that
on the
happen.
season that you're
Based
in
on the
and-
season, physical
Yeah.
health, jobs, all kinds
Yeah.
of things. If your
Yeah.
spouse gets sick, and you're doing 90% of the stuff, And so sometimes it's like that in marriage. And I think that's really important when you're talking about supporting each other's dreams. It is hard to run after this, both of you guys to run after what God made you do at the exact same time. And, if, it's why you got to have conversation about it. Because the worst
Right.
thing you want to do is have resentment build up. Because you feel like you're always playing second fiddle, or you're never getting the chance to pursue your dreams. And so that's, it's a huge, don't stuff that, because that just creates bitterness and resentment. For us, I remember when Melissa was working on her book, Eliminating Fear, #, go buy it at Amazon, eliminatingfear.com. Do we still have that? Mm-hmm. Okay, great. Check it out. It's a good book. But I tried to make it where she could go get away and do writing and spend several hours, several weeks, several days a week to go and just not have to worry about anything else. So I picked up the slack on the home end. When the kids were little, a lot of times the mom, not always, but a lot of times the mom is the one, or that kind of pulls a lot of the kid duty more than the other spouse. So what are you going to say? You're going to jump in there?
No, what were you saying about that, about moms pulling?
So, that just sometimes that's what happens when the kids are smaller and more dependent upon the mother, they're nursing
you're
or
just
whatever.
saying period. You're not saying, like, you're not finishing your thought about our situation.
Right.
Okay,
I'm just saying our situation was a season where we needed to do that. She did for me when I went to seminary.
That's what I was going to
Good.
say. Yeah.
Use your example. Use your example.
So I did the same for him when he decided that, he wanted to go to seminary and get his master's. I just really tried to carry the load at home because he was gone a lot of evenings, driving long distances, being in classes for long hours and homework and all that stuff. But I want to say that, this goes deeper than just helping each other out, because you're not ever going to be able to support each other's dreams if you don't know what each other's dreams are. And sometimes we just get so caught up in the day-to-day and making things happen and taking care of the kids and paying the next bill that we don't always take the time that we need to take with one another to talk about what each other's passions are, dreams are, desires are. I honestly didn't really have a desire to write a book, but then, I just had this revelation just dumped in my lap from God, and I literally was felt like a title and a date to finish it, and all this stuff happened. But I had to share all that with Rick, and it was scary and it was vulnerable, because if I share it with him and then he actually takes the time to make sure I write this book, then that means I have to do it. And so sometimes sharing each other's dreams is a vulnerable, scary thing to do, but you've got to do it so that 5-10 years down the road, you're not stuck in any kind of same rut, that you guys are celebrating the victories that you both achieved. He has his master's, I'm now an author, and then we have other things in our lives we've had to do that for as well.
I mean, it'd be each other's biggest cheerleader along
that.
Instead
Yeah,
of,
absolutely.
And so I know, just whatever stirs up in you, if your spouse is successful and maybe you're in a season of it's not, and you start going, well, why do I feel negative towards her for that, or towards him for that? Well, that'd be, maybe you should work on yourself. I mean, it's a good opportunity. So,
Right.
all of us, John Eldredge, he wrote a book, Wild at Heart, back old school. I'm going old school.
I think you brought that up in another chat.
I might
too.
have. So I'm an old school guy.
There's my
what can I
Band-Aid
say?
that's still there.
So she hasn't healed in a week. And I haven't. I'm drinking the same cup of coffee. So John Eldredge, he talks about that we have every man needs a battle to fight, an adventure to live, and a beauty to rescue. And so it's like the adventure to live. The beauty is never the adventure. We're on an adventure together.
Right.
And I think that's the fun of sharing each other's dreams, is like you're in this together. You want that person. That's one of the primary reasons I wanted to marry Melissa, is I felt like I wanted to help her be all that she could be, like the Army. I was better than the Army. So, but I could just encourage her into and love her into who she was designed to be. Anyway.
Women, marry a man that will support your dreams, because I will say that it's really easy for women's dreams to get just kind of swept under the rug, and, for women to feel like, oh, what I want and my dreams and desires don't always matter, and it's just not true. But to wrap up, I do just want to share with you guys one tip that we use that has really helped us in supporting each other's dreams, and that is something that we call Summit Days. So every 6 months or so, hopefully twice a year, sometimes just once a year if it's just one of those crazy years, we get away for half a day or a full day, and we spend the day talking about every area of our lives: spiritually, family, marriage, health, everything, dreams, desires, and we just go, okay, am I making time for you to pursue those things in a way that satisfies you, and vice versa? And we kind of just reorganize and replan our lives again to make sure that we are supporting one another's dreams and our kids' dreams as well, if you have kids. So that's just kind of our tip.
Yes, you can check us out on our Married Life. What's our website?
MarriedLifeU.com.
MarriedLifeU.com. Follow us on Instagram, MarriedLifeU, and Facebook. I do the Instagram, and it's really funny and sometimes serious.
People do love his Instagram posts.
Who do you think posts the serious ones?
They're actually still you.
I know. All right, love you guys.